Okay, this video is just showing you how to move this image back to the wall. At the moment you've got the shadow switched on, so I don't know if that's on your model, but it's on my model. So if you try to move something, you probably get a delay because the shadows are on and it's not, you can't get it to go where it needs to go. But at the moment I can just move it like that onto the wall, and it's on the wall, and that's it done. But obviously it's now sunk in the wall because there's no thickness to it. The other thing too, if there was a gluing plane on this, which I don't think there is because this is just an imported JPEG, but if there is, what you can do is explode it, and now you see that that's actually a JPEG or a PNG transparent, because it's creating a square here, and you really want to create this shape around here really. And you want to give it some thickness, but if you give it a thickness at this stage, you'll end up having a transparency thing like this. That's not really what you want. So I'll show you how to deal with that. At the moment we can, let's do one thing at a time. I am going to use a little plugin here just to speed things up. You could group this now and just move it back to the wall. Click the move tool, use your arrow keys. Now I'm going to switch off shadows because I'm getting a delay, and that's why you're trying to pick something up and it's not moving because there's a delay. So if you come over to your over here and switch off shadows, and then you get a more instant movement, so then you can use your arrow keys and move it back to the wall like so. But because there's no thickness, you get this Z fighting, and what you could do is actually just move it, put your mouse on the wall here on this flat surface and move it forward, say 0.5, half an inch, and then that would do you. But if you were to render this, you wouldn't be able to get, say if I click the render package now, if I click render, I use Brighter 3D here. So if I use a render package and I render that image, it actually does work. I thought you'd get a borderline around there, but depending on the detail that you want it, you're better off cutting this image out and give it a bit of thickness, and then you can see shadows and depth. At the moment it looks flat and plain, it's very boring, so that's why you need to get a bit of thickness and allow some shadows to go in the back of it. So let's click stop. I notice here you've got an issue going on here with this one here, so I'm just going to stick a little line on there for now. Select that there, click delete, copy this one across, looks like a better one. Move that across to there and draw a line. I don't know why they're out of step, but I drew a line there to make it work again, so let's clean that one up. Don't know if they're meant to be the same height. Let's just move it up anyway, same height. Lock it onto there. Anyhow, let's go back to here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to use a plugin called Isolate. So isolate that, and then you can work on this here. That I'm going to draw on top of it a circle, like so. Give the circle more edges. So entity 96 edges. I can click on it, align view, so I can work on it nice and flat. Use my scale tool, S on the keyboard, shove up to here, shove down to here, over to there, up to there. Do a wee bit more here. That's it, lined up perfect. Use my rectangle tool, and I can come in here. Come over to click on there. It's very strange why it's doing that. Let's use this rectangle tool instead. Come down to here. Bring it down to there. I can erase this and use my offset tool to do a 2-inch offset. use my arc tool, hover over here, hover up, and you get a dotted line, and that gives me to reference off that. Now I can just erase out this, and now I've got the shape I want. Give this a bit of thickness, push, just say 1 inch for now, and I can move the back image forward, use the bucket tool, use the Alt key to taste it, post it back like that, delete, triple click this, make it a group. Now I've got a bit of thickness to it. On isolated, just press on isolate again, which is there. Now I've got some thickness. I can go back to my rendering package, give this apply, render. Let's see now, start, and you see a much nicer job. And you can let that render a bit, and you'll see all those jagged lines come out, and they'll come out nice and smooth. Let's stop that and give it a bit more bump map. So start that. And you give it just a subtle bit of bump map to give you a wee bit of depth in the image. See there, so you're getting a bit more kind of the letters standing in a kind of 3D, and you can apply more and it'll obviously give you more. But see, now you've got depth in the model where beforehand you didn't. So I can let that render, and then you can darken it or lighten it whatever you like. Normally I allow up to 16 here minimum, and that would be good enough to give you an image. So I'll let it go to 16, and then I'll let you work out the rest. That's it. Thanks for watching.